Thank you for joining me. I'm Barbara O'Neill. You might be surprised to learn that reheating certain foods can negatively affect your health, particularly as you age. This practice can weaken digestion, increase inflammation, and even impact memory and balance without you realizing it. Studies in journals like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have explored how reheating specific foods affects older individuals over time. While reheating leftovers might seem harmless initially, some common foods lose their nutrients or transform into substances that can strain your heart, blood sugar, or joints, key systems for maintaining strength and independence after 65. This information will outline 3 foods older individuals should avoid reheating and 3 that can actually become more beneficial when warmed correctly. Stay until the end, as I'll also reveal one everyday food that seems safe, but may be slowly harming your body with each subsequent serving. Let's begin with the foods you should be reheating, as when prepared properly, they can support your energy, memory, and mobility each day. 3 foods seniors should reheat to maximize nutrients. Oatmeal. For those in their later years, mornings offer a chance for a gentle and purposeful start, and few foods align with this better than warm oatmeal. What many may not realize is that reheating oatmeal can actually enhance its benefits, especially for aging bodies needing gentle nourishment. When oats are cooked and then cooled, their starches undergo a transformation, forming resistant starch. Upon reheating, these resistant starches remain intact and feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut. This process helps strengthen digestion, improve blood sugar control, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. This is particularly relevant for individuals over 65, as digestion often slows and blood sugar levels can become less stable. Reheated oatmeal provides a steady, low glycemic energy source, preventing sugar spikes and offering sustained energy, which helps stabilize mood and focus. Furthermore, oatmeal contains beta-glucan, a soluble fiber known to support heart health by lowering LDL, bad cholesterol. For older adults at risk of cardiovascular issues, this simple daily habit can be a form of quiet prevention. Unlike many breakfast options high in added sugars or saturated fats, oatmeal is naturally mild, easy on the stomach, and versatile. Adding cinnamon, walnuts, or blueberries not only enhances flavor, but also provides powerful antioxidants that combat cellular aging. The warmth of reheated oatmeal also offers emotional comfort. It's a familiar, easily digestible food that can feel grounding, especially on colder mornings or when energy is low. It's more than just sustenance. It's a gentle act of self-care. However, while oatmeal offers internal strengthening, not all warm meals provide such benefits. Some may seem comforting but can become quietly detrimental when rewarmed. Affecting more than just digestion, they can impact joints, nerves, and long-term vitality. What then is another beneficial dish to reheat, one that supports your immune system and strengthens bones? The answer might already be in your refrigerator, waiting to be transformed into something healing. Vegetable soup. A gentle medicine for joints, immunity, and well-being. In the quieter parts of the day, when the body may feel the effects of time, a warm bowl of vegetable soup can be profoundly healing. It's more than just comfort food. It's a source of nourishment that can become even more potent upon reheating, especially for older individuals. Unlike many processed foods, homemade vegetable soup can become more nutritious the day after it's made. When vegetables like carrots, celery, onions, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes are slowly simmered and then left to rest, their cell walls continue to break down. This process releases more minerals and plant compounds that weren't fully available during the initial cooking. Upon reheating, the broth becomes a concentrated source of antioxidants, phytonutrients, and hydration, a crucial combination for older adults as the immune system naturally weakens and the body becomes more susceptible to inflammation, respiratory issues, and joint stiffness. A well-reheated vegetable soup, particularly one with garlic, turmeric, or parsley, can act as a soothing defense. The warmth promotes circulation, while the anti-inflammatory compounds work to calm the body. For those with reduced appetite, a common issue in later years, soup is an easily digestible meal that doesn't overwhelm. Its gentle consistency and warmth provide nourishment without requiring much effort, helping to maintain strength, hydration, and nutrient intake. There's also the emotional aspect. A soup made with care and reheated with intention can evoke memories and provide a sense of comfort and security. For individuals managing conditions like high blood pressure, arthritis, or digestive issues, soup allows for the inclusion of healing herbs and mineral-rich vegetables without harsh spices or heavy fats. It's a form of nourishment that aligns with the body's evolving needs, gentle, warm, and supportive. But what about the grains that often accompany soup? Could they also offer strengthening benefits when warmed correctly? The next food is often overlooked, but can be a significant ally in maintaining strength. Brown rice, a quiet foundation for strength, heart health, and longevity. There is a certain wisdom in simple grounding foods, and brown rice is one of them. Often overshadowed, this unassuming grain can offer significant benefits to older adults when gently reheated. Unlike white rice, brown rice retains its bran and germ layers, which are natural sources of fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and selenium, nutrients vital for the aging body. When freshly cooked and then cooled, brown rice develops resistant starch. Similar to oatmeal, when reheated gently, either steamed or with a little water, these complex carbohydrates become easier to digest and release energy slowly without causing rapid blood sugar spikes. For individuals managing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, or slow digestion, this is important. Reheated brown rice helps maintain stable energy levels throughout the day, preventing energy crashes. It also supports the gut microbiome, feeding beneficial bacteria that influence immunity, mood, and inflammation. Magnesium, often low in older adults, is abundant in brown rice and plays a crucial role in nerve function, blood pressure regulation, and muscle relaxation, which is particularly important for restful sleep. Each warm serving of reheated rice becomes more than just a meal. It's a way to soothe, stabilize, and strengthen the body from within. The familiarity and comfort associated with rice also offer an emotional benefit. Warming leftover rice can be a small act of self-care that reinforces a sense of well-being. Brown rice is also versatile and easy to incorporate into meals, mixing well with soft vegetables, lentils, or olive oil for a nutrient-rich dish that is easy to chew and digest. It can be a reliable staple for those who find complex meal preparation challenging. While brown rice offers gradual and steady support, not all reheated foods have the same effect. Some common dishes can actually be detrimental when warmed a second time, potentially affecting the very organs they once nourished. Now let's turn our attention to some common foods that are best enjoyed fresh and may pose risks when reheated, particularly for the aging body. 3 foods seniors should never reheat. Cooked mushrooms. Mushrooms, with their earthy and nourishing qualities, are often seen as a healthy choice, low in fat, high in antioxidants, and generally easy on the stomach when freshly cooked. However, reheating cooked mushrooms can quietly pose a risk to your health, especially as the body becomes more sensitive with age. Mushrooms are rich in complex proteins and amino acids that are beneficial when fresh, but can be delicate and altered by heat. When mushrooms are cooked initially, these proteins change structure, making them easier to digest. However, when cooled and then reheated, these same proteins can denature further, potentially becoming difficult for the body to process efficiently. For older adults with potentially weaker digestive enzymes and increased gut sensitivity, this can lead to discomfort, bloating, and even nausea. The more significant risk lies in potential bacterial growth. Improper storage or reheating at low temperatures can allow bacteria like Clostridium botulinum or Listeria to proliferate, especially in mushrooms sautéed in butter or oil and left at room temperature for too long. These bacteria may not always cause immediate, obvious symptoms, but they can disrupt the digestive tract or even affect the nervous system in vulnerable individuals. Furthermore, mushrooms can lose much of their nutritional value upon reheating. The antioxidants that once supported your immune system may degrade, offering less protection against inflammation and oxidative stress, which naturally increase with age. Reheated mushrooms may taste familiar but no longer provide the same benefits. Reheating mushrooms might seem convenient, but for older adults prioritizing their health, memory, and mobility, it's a habit to avoid. Enjoy mushrooms fresh and at their best, rather than as a leftover that has lingered too long. Eggs, the silent shift from nourishment to harm. Eggs are often considered a complete and wholesome food, representing simplicity and balance. For older adults, they offer high-quality protein and essential nutrients like choline and vitamin D, crucial for brain health and bone strength. However, reheating eggs can alter their nature in a way that is not beneficial. When cooked for the first time, eggs are safe, digestible, and nourishing, but once they cool and are stored, even overnight, their proteins begin to change. Reheating cooked eggs, especially in a microwave or on high heat, can cause these proteins to harden and restructure further, making them harder to digest and more likely to cause bloating, discomfort, or indigestion in older adults. More concerning is the potential formation of harmful compounds. When eggs, particularly those fried or scrambled with oils, are reheated, the fats and cholesterol can oxidize, creating substances that may contribute to inflammation and arterial damage. These are biological realities, especially for older individuals already managing high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or heart disease. The effects may not be immediate, but can manifest as an uneasy stomach, sluggishness, or clouded thinking. Over time, this can contribute to a weakened digestive system, low-grade inflammation, and increased cholesterol levels. There are safer ways to enjoy eggs. Eating them fresh, prepared gently, boiled or poached, offers their full benefits. It's best to avoid saving them for later. What seems like convenience can gradually undermine your vitality. White potatoes. For many older adults, white potatoes evoke comforting memories of family meals. They are soft, familiar, and a staple in many traditions. However, for seniors aiming to protect their heart, circulation, and balance, reheating white potatoes can transform this comfort food into a potential threat. Freshly cooked white potatoes already have a high glycemic index, meaning they break down quickly into sugars, causing rapid blood sugar spikes. When cooked, cooled, and then reheated, especially with butter, oil, or cream, their starch structure changes. Instead of providing support, this transformation can worsen insulin resistance and trigger inflammatory responses that affect blood vessels, nerves, and even the brain. This is particularly risky for older adults because aging naturally reduces the body's sensitivity to blood sugar fluctuations. Reheated potatoes can lead to post-meal fatigue, numbness in the legs and feet, and contribute to chronic inflammation, which has been linked to various issues from joint stiffness to cognitive decline. Additionally, many seniors might reheat potato-based dishes in plastic containers, unaware that high heat can release harmful chemicals like bisphenol A, BPA into the food, substances known to interfere with hormonal balance and heart health. The consequences can be subtle but significant. You might feel more tired after a meal without realizing the reheated potatoes are a contributing factor. Increased stiffness in joints or tingling in the feet might be attributed solely to aging, overlooking the role of diet. Over time, these small daily impacts can contribute to poor circulation, increased blood pressure, weakened muscle control, and slower recovery from illness or injury. Unlike sweet potatoes or other colorful root vegetables, white potatoes offer limited protective benefits like antioxidants. They may fill the stomach, but don't necessarily fortify the body in the same way. While warmth and tradition are valuable, it's important for older adults to distinguish between emotional comfort and nutritional safety. As we consider these potential dangers in our leftovers, a broader principle emerges. Not everything in the refrigerator is worth a second heating. So, how can older adults enhance their meals, energy, and independence through smarter food choices? It begins with awareness and small mindful steps. Every meal is an opportunity to choose nourishment. As we age, our dietary choices become increasingly important. Reheating food is a common practice, but for seniors, understanding which foods to avoid and which can be beneficial when warmed correctly is crucial for maintaining health, energy, and independence. This knowledge is a form of self-respect. Aging well often results from consistent, small decisions, such as how we manage leftovers, support our digestion, and protect our heart, brain, and muscles with each meal. When you reheat beneficial foods like oatmeal, vegetable soup, or brown rice properly, you are actively nourishing your body. Conversely, avoiding reheating foods like eggs, mushrooms, or white potatoes can prevent unnecessary strain and potential harm. The convenience of reheating should not outweigh the potential impact on your well-being. By making informed choices about our food, we can promote better digestion, stronger physical function, sharper cognitive abilities, and an overall sense of control over our health in our later years. Therefore, as you plan your meals, remember that not all leftovers are created equal. Choose to nourish yourself with intention, reheat wisely, and honor this stage of life with informed decisions rather than simply relying on habit. Every warm meal is a choice to protect your future, one bite at a time. If you found this information helpful, please consider sharing it with others who might also benefit. And for more valuable health insights to support your well-being, be sure to like and subscribe.